Okay. All right. I don't know what's going on with me today. Just had a very, bean slow start. I know I was gonna forget something. I knew I was gonna forget one more thing. There. That should update the title. But welcome everyone. Good morning. I'm here. Kind of. I don't know what it is. I had a really slow morning. I woke up and looked at the phone. And the temperature was negative 9 degrees Celsius out. And I went, ugh. I hate it. I hate the cold. I'm inside and I still know I just fucking hate it, man. So, welcome to the stream, everyone. I'm your host, Isaac MCCanary. It's cold. And it's almost Christmas. It's almost Christmas. Yeah, that sounds awful. Yeah, that seems awful. I just don't I just don't cold. I just don't cold. Cold sucks, man. I'm not a fan. But yeah, I would have been live a little bit sooner, but it's just a slow morning. It was just a really slow morning. I don't know why. I couldn't get up and I couldn't get going quicker. Just kind of worn out. So we're just going to do simple stuff today. It's my brain still it I ran out of coffee too. I've had a heck of a morning. I think part of it is that I don't have any. I ran out of coffee as well. Exclamation point server to join. I did add it. I almost forgot, but I did add it. Question is where do I want to start? Where do I want to start? Where and how do I want to start? This is the real question. And Merry Christmas, everyone! It's almost here. I have no plans. The last 2 months of this year have gone so off the rails for me that I'm just like I don't have the mental bandwidth to be able to plan a proper Christmas thing. I feel like this year it's been a mess. It's been a mess. I'm just going to assume that Christmas is going to happen somehow, and I'm not going to worry about it. I can't worry about it. Uh huh. Mine are just kind of fried, I think. I have been quite busy, and what's funny is I went to bed as early as I could, and I woke up late, so never a good sign. I feel like I went to bed as early as I could. I love how my hair has changed over time in this character. I have gone through a couple of different long hairstyles, and I like this that I've settled on. It's just consistent. Me. Congratulations, it's me. And hopefully now I'm gonna have Gartic phone on Saturdays because that's when I should be having the most time. My Friday mornings are busy. My time in general has been busier, so But hey, for good reason. For good reason. Hydrate bot's already here. I have water. I have some water. I have some water. That's good. Yeah. I tried to get tea. I have tea. I have about as much tea as I can make, so hopefully that'll help, but I'm concerned that the tea is not going to be enough. Did make a butt ton of it, though. So here's hoping. Made a butt ton of it. I put it in a big thermos, and it's been sitting for like 30 minutes, so... Let's see... Yeah, we'll just start with it. Yeah, we'll just start with it. Yeah, we'll just start with... I have an idea. I have an idea. Whether or not I can do it is going to be its own case, but... I'm just going to do something like that. I have a stupid idea. Actually, yeah, I know where I'm going to take this. Yeah, I have ideas on where to take this. One of the things I've gotten better at is having a consistent design when it comes to this. I know exactly how to draw my boy, so I can more consistently redraw them every time. Helps a lot, especially when you start changing directions and shapes and stuff. Internal logic is pretty important with animation, and that's something I've been trying to train myself on a little bit, is to improve my internal logic. I have been wanting to get back to Gartic phone. I just had that update in Helldivers that I wanted to hit, because actually I was like, yeah, I'm gonna wait until when I usually do it so that way I don't spoil it for myself. And he was like, you might want to do that sooner than later because it might not be available. And I was like, what? So, and I'm glad it still was, and it even came back, but I get it. I get it. But hopefully moving forward, Saturdays will be Gartic phone for a while. And then hopefully if I might look at getting back to animation at some point. I'm either going to switch animation and my drawing, like back and forth, or we'll do some animation, then we'll do some drawing, then we'll do some animation, then we'll do some drawing. Uh, that I'm not 100% sure yet, though. I'm still kind of working on that one. With that one, I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, we're gonna do this. Do just a slight. slight upturn. This will totally make sense. No, I'm not drawing my emotional state. Shush. I would never do that. An artist would never do that. There we go. Draw my hair out. Hair around. This around. That there. That there. But otherwise, I'm fine. Just had a slow morning, I think. I can feel it. My bones are brittle. I can feel the cold in my bones. Boys say I'm crazy for wanting my house at pretty much 65 to 70. And I'm just like, guys, I hate to break it to you, but if you felt my bones right now, the cold kills me. It just destroys me from... It's just not what my body is meant to be at. It's not. I'm not adapted for cold climate. Not like this. That's fine. If you're European, totally understand it. Totally get it. People like the cold for plenty of physiological reasons. I don't. I am a warm water fish. I should be on an island in the middle of the ocean where it is 70 to 80. Hate it, man. It makes me miserable. It turns me into a puddle. People always say, just put on more layers, and I'm like, layers don't help. They don't. They always tell me, they're like, why don't you just put on more layers? And I'm like, because then I can't move, and I'm still cold. This is the thing. I think it's not that I'm just cold. It is more of a sensation than anything else of being like, I can't, I don't like it. My body hates it so bad when it is too cold. My body can sense it even if it isn't, even if I'm like bundled up. Like, and besides, if I have to wear a jacket inside, it's too fucking cold, man. Hot take. I shouldn't have to wear a jacket inside my house. If I have to wear a jacket inside your house, it's too cold. If somebody would wear a jacket inside their house, I think that's a problem. I think you have it too cold. But I don't think anybody would wear a jacket inside their house, regardless. Yes, I will bitch about the cold, because my body is not meant to be cold. You wear a jacket inside your house? Why? It's not what jackets are for. Jackets are for outside. That's my point. Jackets are for outside. They're not for inside. I don't care. Also, hello. Welcome, Ender Master. Too lazy to take it off. See? But I have the opposite problem. It's too much effort to put one on. It's too cold. And jacket is for outside. Now, if you just came from outside, sure, whatever. But that's the thing is your jacket is on to imply that at some point you went out. I haven't gone out. I don't need to put on a jacket. The cold has destroyed my bones, so if I sound bleh, it's because the cold has destroyed my bones. As it's going right now. This animation right here is what happens when I get too cold. This is the bone destruction right here. This is what happens to my bones. I still think people are like, I don't know anyone who genuinely likes well, I don't believe anyone who says they genuinely like the cold. I don't know. I feel like cold is harder to get away from than hot. I have a harder time getting away from cold than hot. I think a lot of people conflate it, and again, I think it's a physiological thing. If you have an easier time getting away from cold, you probably aren't built like I am. I'm built to be able to resist hot, not cold. Which is funny because my genetics probably would lead me to be somewhere in between, more of a temperate person. Uh-huh. I just... It sucks. It's bad. I hate it. It's miserable. I can't move. And if I put on more layers, I can't move anyways. I like being able to have freedom. Cold is not freedom. Cold is restriction. For me. For me. And that's where at least we'll say, like, if your body doesn't feel restricted by the cold, I'm glad for you. Mine does. And it doesn't change that fact. I know my body. It does not like the cold. It does not want the cold. No, it's awful, and I don't believe you. Because here's the thing. Yeah, I can be too hot. I can't. I can't. I'm literally... It is... Let's see, it's probably like 70 in my house, and I'm like cold. I can't. That's the problem. People say you can't get away from the heat, and I'm like, I've never had an issue turning on AC. I don't know. I think you could get away from the heat just fine. I get away from the heat all the time. The cold, however, is always. As soon as it gets, like, too cold, to me, it does not matter how warm you make your house. It doesn't matter how many layers I put on. I don't have the physiology to deal with it. That's what drives me crazy, is people can't fucking believe that. I'm Filipino! My people come from an island in the middle of the tropics. Of course I can't get away from the cold. My body does not want to be cold. Ugh. Yeah. I'm American. I was born in America, but yeah, I have Filipino background. And that's the thing, is like, you have more European background, or your background comes from that of colder climates, then sure, your bodies are going to be more adapted for the cold. That's how it works. And the only reason why I take umbrage with this is people always give me shit for hating the cold. And I'm like, no, my body doesn't do cold. That's totally fine. If your body does cold, I'm glad for you. Mine doesn't. It has always been something that I have found frustrating. It's cold. I'm Filipino. I like the hot. I like the hot. I will say, like, once you get to 90s, sure, it's not great. I don't know. I usually just stay inside and turn on AC. Kill the planet a little, but can't do that. I guarantee you my house is 65 to 70 right now, and it is still too cold. Because I can feel it. Cold is very unpleasant for me. Like, my body gets destroyed by the cold. I was just in the cold I was doing something outside yesterday, and I was barely outside any given moment, and like I couldn't feel my fingers, my freaking nose started running. Cold sucks. Yeah. Oh, I live in Kansas. That's the same here. It's like negative, probably it was -9 when I woke up. It's probably warmed up a little bit. So, yeah. I would not yeah. And I do have some European blood in me, so it's not that I lack complete cold resistance. I have a little bit of cold resistance, but only so much, and not enough to make it enjoyable. I can tolerate 0. I think I can tolerate above 0. Like, that's my cold tolerance. And if I have to be in above 0. If I have to be between, when I say this, I've been starting to use Celsius recently because my phone randomly switched to Celsius, and then I got used to it, and I'm like, why don't we use Celsius? It's just a percentage. Celsius is just a percentage from between frozen and boiling. So, yeah. Oh, I used to, yeah. And now I use Celsius because my phone started using Celsius and I'm used to it. And I like it. I actually really like it. Again, it's just a percentage. Oh no! Damn it, I forgot to add my doingle. Forgot to add me doingle. Forgot to add me doingle. There I go. But yeah. I mean, yeah. Different places. We'll come from different places. Different places. Yeah, it came out pretty good. I like the way that it slides. Yeah, that's me. That's me right now. I like that. Alright. I'll go ahead then. We'll probably do another solo animation, and then we'll switch over to group animation. Usually my MO is I will start with a solo animation, and then if we're under like 4 people, I'll do another solo animation. If we have more than 4 people, I'll do only group animation. Um, but if we're under 4 people, I'll usually do like a group animation every other. I'll do like a solo animation, then a group animation, then a solo animation. You know, just to keep it, schmoving. Is what I do. Is what I do. All right. Yeah. I'm studying animation here. I've like on and off experimented with animation throughout my life. This is the year that I finally took the plunge and have focused hard on illustration animation. I've done a variety of different kinds of animation. I've experimented with different programs and different variations of animation in different ways. I've done a lot of tween animation. Tween animation is actually the thing I've probably done the most. Uh, that's because Photoshop and Premiere, for that matter, which is just Photoshop for adults. Photoshop, PowerPoint. I said Photoshop. I meant PowerPoint. PowerPoint and Premiere, which is PowerPoint for adults. Um, that's a good title name. Hey, I like. Uh-oh. You're not supposed to look at that. That's my notes. Nice. I watched some anime. I haven't watched anime recently. I've been reading my books. I've been enraptured with books recently. Hello, Creeper. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. I have no Christmas plans. I actually don't know if we'll do a Christmas special this year. I really don't. We might at least do Skeel. I might find the time to do Skeel, but I don't know when is the problem for me. Probably next weekend if we were to do it anytime, but we'll see. We'll see. Merry Christmas. Hast du eine guten Krankenmaß? I don't remember the German word for Christmas. I learned very little German, so don't worry. I am not good at it. Alright. I think we're good. I always like to give a little bit of a break in between anyways. That way I'm not bull rushing myself. This is solo animation, so remember, you get to draw your own animation from scratch, and you can do whatever you want. If you don't know what to do, I always recommend doing something cute or silly. Remember, no bummers, and nothing that would get the stream taken down, please. I only know about as much Japanese as I've picked up from repetition from watching stupid things. The problem with learning another language is, as everyone says, if you have no one to speak to, you can't retain it. And I barely had anyone to speak to even when I was learning German in German classes, so. Hmm. This. This. Trim this guy. I draw the Crimbus guy. He is from Crimbus. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Look at this Christmassy lad. Look at this Christmassy lad. I don't know what I'm gonna do with him. We'll figure it out. Maybe he does a sick flip. Maybe he does a sick flip. Maybe I make him do a sick flip. I could try to make him do a sick flip. Hey, we all like stupid cats here. I've drawn my stupid cat plenty of times. He's great. I wonder where he is. Dog took the bed, so the cat's probably not happy about it. Don't make me clean up a mess, cat. I'll kill you. Getting, as I've always seemed to have, hopefully now I can get back on track of doing a consistent. I was intending to do like Gartic Phone once a week, and then my everything exploded. So hopefully now, moving forward, we'll do Gartic Phone probably every Saturday. We'll just go from there. We'll just go from there. Like I said, I do want to get back to using Adobe Animate. I do want to get back to it at some point. Kind of the intent at this point is build up consistency and my schedule again to be consistent again. I think I've got a consistent schedule now that'll work really, really well. And then I gotta just do it. I just gotta do it. My early morning streams are mostly going to change to midday afternoon streams, I think, which is fine. And my process should largely stay the same. So I want to keep output up at least close to what it was before. And of course, they're going to be shorter streams overall, except for probably Saturday. And then, yeah, Thursday is just going to be one now because I kind of need a little bit more freedom in my time, so I was on a bit of a grind there. Yeah, we'll do this. Yeah, I know what to do. Work with the hexagon. Work with the hexagon. Yeah, I haven't really watched any anime recently. I've been too busy reading my literature. Sean was reading books and then got me wanting to read books again. So I've like read 4 books in the last 2 months. Right now I'm taking on a whale a bit. I'm reading the Count of Big Sandwich, which I am happy to report has stayed as good as I remembered it being even in high school. And reading in school was like my least favorite thing, so I feel like I got more into reading in high school at least, but I definitely did not like reading compared to most other pieces of media for a long time. Which is fair, that's not good. I'm not saying I'm good for that. I definitely needed to read more, but at least I'm reading now, so don't worry. This is how he's going to move. This is how he's going to move, and it's fine. This is how the boy is gonna move, and it's fine. You'll see. I'm really quite excited to see what this is going to turn into. This is going to be very simple, and I hope it works. See, this is my thing, is I like trying to keep it simple, especially on days like this where I'm like, I barely have any mental gas anyways. And usually my simple is usually my best. As soon as I start overcomplicating anything, I run into problems. Just 9 times out of 10. That said, I feel like I've definitely gotten much better at doing more complex production. I've been able to do much more complicated production, which, you know what? That's good. Certainly much more heavy production in my most recent projects. Oh, which is good. Production is something I've learned I'm pretty good at. Or at least fairly capable of doing is production. Production is something I am pretty dang. I'm pretty dang. And yeah, I know I left off on that skeleton animation. I should just post it. I think I'm not gonna add anything to it. I thought about doing one more thing, but eh. If you had a superpower that sounds useless at first but could be useful, what would it be? Something... Being able to levitate off the ground by 3 inches at all times. I mean... Trying to think. I feel like I already have one. Give me a minute. Let me cook. Let me do this first, and then let me cook. I like to talk a lot about my ability to eat corn. That is I have a superpower, which is my capacity to eat corn on the cob so thoroughly. I like to brag about it. And the reason why I don't shut up about it is because the way that I eat corn, it drives me crazy, like watching other people eat corn in such a way that like they essentially leave all the stringies. They leave all the stringies. They like bite and then they pull, but like they don't bite down. They just like bite together and then just pull the cob away from them. I bite into the cob, man. I go all the way down to the fucking core. It's my talent. That and being able to fly the helicopter in Battlefield games. Specifically, the cargo helicopters in Battlefield games. I mean, being able to hold your breath for 20 seconds, I think that would be pretty good. Wait, that's not that long. I was like, what's a long amount of time? I mean, 20 seconds is long, but it's not that long. You could train yourself to hold your breath for seconds. Holding your breath for 2 minutes, that's pretty fucking hard. I think that would be... I don't know anybody who can hold their breath underwater for more than 2 to 3 minutes. That would be fucking tough. I wonder what the time is on that. Makes you immune to minefields. Can't take fall damage because you don't hit the ground. I mean... World record is 24 minutes. Christ. Yeah, but that's not normal. Yeah, but that's not normal. Yeah, but that's not normal. Ugh, waking up a little bit. I feel arthritic. My joints creak, ache. I mean, I might go grab a hoodie. We'll see. I might go grab a hoodie. Like, a hoodie's fine inside. I just, I'm an elderly person at this point, I think. No, I didn't like the cold. That's my thing, is even when I was younger, like, the cold was super debilitating. Blech. I blush. Here's what we're gonna do. Perfect. Be something like that. I like this guy's head. I like this guy's shape. He's good. Always keep it simple. Always keep it simple. This is how I work best, is I just keep it simple. One must always keep it simple. Perfect. He's great. He definitely knows where he's going. I definitely know where he's going. Ugh. I will say this drawing tablet has helped a shit ton though. That's why I'm also like, if I do get back into animation, I'm really excited to do it because this setup is really, really nice. Like, I felt like I was getting a pretty good pace with the laptop, even though it was busted. And now with this new drawing screen, I feel like I can really, 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 really pump out some quick stuff. So it's been nice. It's been nice. Yeah, Xpen has done a great job. I thought about getting one of the Wacom drawing displays, and I do not regret getting this. Like, and it's exactly what I wanted it to be, honestly, which is just I just wanted a thing. I just wanted something that could handle being both a screen and being something I can draw on. Like, I needed it to be a display. Uh-huh. Just gotta work. I just gotta keep up with it. That's why I don't only do animation. I do all sorts of stuff. Do animation, I do illustration, do general stream stuff, I do all sorts of things. And none of that really matters. At the very least, I'm still at the part of my life where I'm like, I'm doing this because it succeeding is something that I want to see happen because I'm doing something I want to do, not because I'm trying to be famous or anything. I want to maintain this. I I don't know. It's never been fame that I've been interested in. I want stability, not fame. Like, I want to have a consistent viewership and support. That's all I want. I don't want fame. Why would I want fame? I want you to think of somebody who's famous who isn't going through some kind of bad time at all, seemingly at all times. Why would I want to be famous? Why would I want to be famous? Regardless of who that person is. Sometimes it's deserved, sometimes it isn't, but why would I want to be famous? Just asking to have a bad time all the time, from what I can tell. No, I just want support, so. And that's all. I just want to be able to make things and continue making things. That's something I want to make. That's something that I've always been about, is I just want to be able to make things. As long as I can make things, I don't care. It would be it would make me feel probably a little bit more secure, but until the day that I'm probably dead, I can't if I can't make anything, then I will truly probably be dead. So, which apparently people can't fathom. And I get it, trust me. But eh, thank you, Creeper. Thank you, Hydrate Man. Thank you, Hydrate Man. So yeah, I know, hot take, right? Wow, somebody doesn't want to be famous. I don't know. Fame doesn't really mean much these days. Anyone can be famous. What's the point in fame? There's a lot of fame that only lasts a day. That's still fame. Mm-hmm. Kind of stuff just never really mattered to me. But if I can keep making things, I don't care if it's famous or not. Still just making it. He is always on the good list. Santa actually asks for his help every year. Help finish off his list. Since he's so quick. Mushroom! You want a mushroom cloud? You want a mushroom cloud? You want a mushroom cloud? Yeah, that should be right. There we go. Now he should be rolling left. Oop, almost forgot. Almost forgot his big eyes. Almost forgot his big eyes. Yes. Big mushroom shaped cloud. That's a big nuclear boom. That's a big nuclear boom. There we go. He is a silly creature. He's a silly creature. He will be doing silly things, hopefully. I think it'll work, too. Once you start doing something, you start getting better at it. And I must say, I feel like my animation definitely has gotten consistent. Everything I do has gotten really consistent. I'm really happy with that. It's something I've been really frustrated with for a long time, is whether or not I could be consistent at anything. Because being consistent at things takes a lot of effort sometimes. But hey, I've gotten good, so I've gotten okay. Here comes the Christmas boy. He's coming. He's approaching at high speed. I do wonder how the next year will go. I think the next year is going to be interesting. I'm going to be working a lot, I think. For better and for worse, I'm going to be working a lot. Um, and here's hoping. Like, this year was really good in a lot of ways. This year was really good in a lot of ways. Here we go! Here's my moin! Watch him go. Watch him go. Ah. I'd say I envy you, but actually I'm like, no, I want to work. It'll just be a lot. I just want, if there's anything at this point that I'm like, man, I wish it was this, I would just want to make work worth it. Yeah. Yeah, there he goes. There he goes. He rolling. There he goes. There he goes. Look at the little guy. I mean, it'll be fine. Cats. Oh, I love his face. I love his face. Now, at first I thought that was a blunt. I do love his face. It's quite good. Yeah, this one's probably gonna need a hold frame. Yeah! Very good. Oh, it's a laser gun. Oh, it's a laser gun. That's a really good explosion, by the way. He is goob. He is goob. I love what you did with his eyes. I love eyes like that. Uh-huh. Yeah, no, the explosion was really good. Good job. I'm gonna get... Here, I am gonna get a hoodie. I'll be right back. Give people a minute to join, too. Man, just takes a whole bed, you brat. Make my cat all mad. Gonna make my cat all angry. Alright. Ugh. Oh. I mean, what is the temperature now? Okay, it's -1 degree Celsius, so it's gotten a little bit better. Yeah, of course. Then perfect. That's the kind of stuff I like. That's the kind of stuff I like to do. I mean, we're all about doing kind of just silly, fun stuff anyways, so... And obviously, I mean, like... For me, anyways, it's like I'm not gonna really. What more could I do? You know. Uh-huh. I don't really smoke. I've kind of moved on from that. I haven't had much of an interest in it. I tried it a couple times. It was okay. It was okay to not great, I'll admit. I'm a weirdo who apparently doesn't like drowning out existence. Getting high hasn't been fun for me. Uh, I feel like I end up losing a sense of like the simple thing to say is like I don't like the loss of control. Because I'm very much a precision oriented individual. I like having precision to everything I do. And I already am clumsy enough when that happens. So making myself clumsier, less coordinated, which getting high does make me less coordinated. It also just makes me like comatose. And I don't like that either. I struggle with that enough without any induction sometimes. Ah. Eh. I mean, I guess my first one was good. This is my best. Probably actually. The first time I got high was in Colorado on geology trip with friends watching The Wolf of Wall Street. And then they all sucked after that for me, I think. That was the best one that I had. So you're not wrong there. I don't know. A lot of people have always been like, dude, like, a lot of people swear by it. I'm glad. I don't know why they want to see me get high because I don't enjoy it. I just don't. I just don't. I've tried. I've tried many a time, and I have to. Too many times, it actually just went bad. It just went bad. Eh, eh. But again, I don't. I don't have any problem with anybody doing it. I really don't. It's not for me. But I'm a weirdo. I don't like things that everybody likes. Apparently, my brain and body are bad. No, they're just different. And it certainly is not a like, yeah, like I've tried, but the all right, we're gonna do animation, and this one is we're gonna take turns on a 6 frame animation. Here, let me make sure I got it to 6 turns, but yeah. So what this means is we're gonna make a 6 frame animation, and we're gonna take turns with it. So do whatever you feel like. I'm gonna draw my new favorite creature. I'm going to draw my new favorite creature that I've been drawing recently, which is my new interpretation of how to draw a dinosaur. As somebody who's drawn many dinosaurs, this is my favorite way to draw a dinosaur right now. Specifically, Manuraptorans. This is my favorite way to draw a Manuraptoran. I love drawing dinosaurs like this. It's so silly. Anomalocaris! I might draw Anomalocaris. I might draw Anomalocaris. I might be able to get him in here. Hold on. Let me draw this guy first. But I might do an Anomalocaris somewhere. We'll see. I do like me an Anomalocaris. They're my favorite. I'm glad you brought up Anomalocaris, Creeper. The question is did you bring up Anomalocaris because you knew about it before, or did you bring it up because you knew me? Because one of those would make me actually really happy. It would mean that I'm doing something good. Telling people of my beloved, the Anomalocaris. As long as it's nothing that's gonna get my stream taken down, I don't care. I like drawing weird, creepy, weird, silly, dumb things. Just don't do anything that would be inappropriate, because then I would have to go, oh, you'll make me say it. Oh, you'd make me say it. You wouldn't do anything like that. Honestly, I always like to bring this up. I haven't had much of an issue with that. Has it been an issue? Sure. It was going to happen eventually. People were going to join that were going to be not very savory. That is bound to happen. But overall, again, I want to commend everyone who's joined in this time because it still has been better than even I anticipated. Like I've gotten some good growth from Gartic Phone. And I think that honestly, like, people have been really good sports for the most part. But the only things I've really run into at this point that have been a problem have been to be a little unkind about it. Probably just skill issue, but I don't care. I don't care about that. I'll take that over the alternative, which is people just being assholes. Um, if anything, I've run into a problem of even people being like, my art's no good, and then they get like really weird, and then they leave, and I'm like, you're doing fine. Fine. About the only time I've had people be disruptive when it comes to that is like when they join and then they just don't engage at all. That also gets on my nerves because it's like, don't join Gartic Phone to not engage with whatever we're doing. Like, what's the point then? And I say that we're doing animation. It's not like it's a secret. It's not like I'm like hiding that we're doing animation. So do not join and then be upset that we're doing animation and then derail everything. That's just not okay. Not that you're doing that. I just mean I've had people do that. It sucks when people do that. It's arguably as bad as trolling, but is not. It's not enough. It's not enough to warrant that. Ooh. Fun. Let's see, what will this give me? Really? That's not what I expected. Now, why is it green? Now, why is it green? I will say this drawing tablet also makes coloring much easier. Ah. I could still do the eye drop, and it typically works well with the eye drop, so that's fine. I haven't had any issue with the eyedropper not at least getting close, and then it still gives you some of them, so that's fine. So I could still get kind of close. Now, first off, we've got the meat. We've got the meat. Got a crack appearing. Just like a little crack. Just like a little crack. Just like a little crack. Delicious. Look at that delicious ham. Look at that delicious ham. Ooh. Ah. This is a little bit. Do that. Make it a little bit darker. I've definitely gotten much more into like kind of cell shading stuff, so you like that? Or like that. Yeah, something like that. Uh-huh. You've got to you gotta drink your water. You gotta drink your water. I always love the stupid face that this dinosaur makes. It brings me joy. It's my favorite. It's my favorite. He looks good. Like that. Something like that. Let me do something like this. And you just go simple. And we just do simple shit. And we just do simple shit. And we just do simple shape. That's what's important for me, is keeping a lot of the shapes simple. Both for me and for everybody else. We'll say my back legs are kind of struggling a little bit. There we go. That's a little better. Not quite what I want. But we'll have to do. I like that every time I draw this Moyne, he's just like startled. I just draw him startled. He just gets easily scared. He's so easily scared. We're gonna taper some stuff. Just to give it a little bit more texture. There we go. See, this is the kind of stuff I like doing too. Because I like doing a lot of quick stuff like this. I like doing a lot of line work. I like giving a lot of personality. Well, as much personality as I can muster, anyways. As much as I could muster. Mustard! Oh. Okay. See where earthworm. I see where earthworm. I see where earthworm. What if I raise you maybe bigger than earthworm? That size. That. Is that really? I always expect that to have less transparency, actually. Just based on how it is. And I am really glad about how this drawing tablet this drawing screen feels, because I was really struggling with coloring before, and since then I've gotten much, much more proficient at it. And I partly believe that is thanks to this drawing tablet. It is quite good. It is quite good. I don't know if this is just supposed to be gross, then? I have mayhap misunderstood the significance of the ham. That's fine. Still got Wormo. Still got Wormo. We still got Wormo coming out of the ground. Add a little bit more texture to it. At least I'm getting better at this texturing thing, man. I think this is something I struggled with a lot for a while. Is getting a lot of that texturing down. Here he comes. I don't know what's coming out of the ground. I don't know what's coming out of the ground. It's big. It's Wormus. It's big Wormus. Ooh. God. I love these eyes that I've settled on. I love these eyes that I've settled on. It's so fun. Yeah. Gonna do that there. In retrospect, I probably should have moved that farther that way, but it's fine. I have ideas. I have ideas. I have ideas on where I want to take that. There we go. Much better. We're gonna do that like that. sploof. He goes sploof. Ooh. Yeah, I like that. Dang it. There we go. What were you? Oh, I was on the eyedropper, that's why. That's why I was on the eyedropper, that's right. There we go. Oh, I think this will be fun. I think that'll be fun. Oh god, he's got a face now. He's a little loin. And then what we do? What's wrong with this? What's wrong with that? Here. Something like that. We're just gonna do this. Can't dwell too much on it, but yeah, he just does that. He just does that. Don't worry about that. He got spooked. He got startled. A paralyzed up his spine. That's an effect that I always like to draw. Is I enjoy drawing a like kind of like shiver effect. I like that kind of like jaggediness of like getting startled. It is something I've always liked. This meat makes me hungry. Made me hungry. Monster. Can't believe you would do that to me. Can't believe you would do that to me. Oops. Wrong line. Oops. Wrong line. I'm just using Chrome. I'm just using Chrome. But I have a drawing display, so it's an X Pen drawing display. This is a 22-inch one, and I'm glad I got it. And it's just a drawing. It's essentially a monitor that you can just draw on with a pen. Google Chrome. Just Google Chrome. I'm just using Chrome. Just basic ass Chrome. Just basic Chrome. There he is. Look at him go. Watch him go. I always startled the dinosaur. I don't know why. I kind of did that the first time I drew him too. Is I just gave him a. I had him like all flared up and puffed up. He's just he's easily startled. He's just easily scared. He gets so scared so easily. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm curious how the ham like moves around. We've got the creature. We've got this creature. Yeah. Hate how he turns. I love and hate his tiny face. I love and hate his tiny face. Uh-huh. The worm boy. Don't talk about the worm boy. Don't bring the worm boy into this. We don't like to think about worm boy. Worm boy comes around Christmas time just to stare at you. There's a lot of things in this. A lot of things that I make that are scary because they don't do anything. They just stare at you. Uh, uh, gotcha. I might check it out later. I mainly am just, eh. Though I don't have an issue with mods, I'll probably just mess with it later. I haven't had too much of a need to, but I know a lot of people use a lot of color extensions. And the thing that's nice about Gartic Phone is its eyedropper does a pretty good job of picking up on colors that are outside of its normal palette. So whatever they have done for coding, it like pulls it still pulls the values. It pulls the values from, like, probably a hex. It's probably an HTML thing. They probably pull it just from HTML colors. Just funny. So which means that their palette just references specific colors, but they could have a color wheel. They just didn't put one in. They just have their colors are utilizing preset colors that they have coded into the game, but codes outside of that are still possible because they're just referencing HTML color codes, which is silly. I mean, that's how it would work. That's how I would expect it to be. So yeah, we'll see. I like to try to keep it straightforward and simple. But then again, I mean, I like modding. When I can get into modding, I'll get to modding. I haven't thought about modding Gartic Phone that much, so. It's not high on my list, but mainly I want to see how Gartic Phone does. I feel like I had a lot of really good stuff with Gartic Phone, and then I had to take a break, and now I'm back to it, and now it's okay. I don't know what stroke of luck I got with that, and I'm now a little sad that hopefully it hasn't gone away. I don't know. Oh, I feel like Gartic Phone usually does pretty well, so. Okay, well, feel free to chill if you want, but I appreciate you coming in and stopping by. I'll go ahead and switch it over to solo then. This is one of the reasons why I'm like not super bothered by it is actually like and sometimes I kind of prefer being able to just do some solo stuff. So, yeah. But I'm glad. My shady business, how dare. My shady business. We don't like to talk about my under the desk dealings here. Those happen under the desk. You can't see the desk. I would never. I would never. Going to try. Going to try something I've tried a couple times. And honestly, this is a design I need to come back to every once in a while because I feel like I've improved in such a way that I can get more out of it. So we'll see. We'll see. We shall see. Part of the problem I've run into with it sometimes is I still need to work on my depth control a little bit more, I think, but I'm getting much better at that, honestly. And I do think specifically putting a timer, even when it's just me, is still good for me because it means that I keep up my production rate and it means that I'm putting a constraint on it. So that way I actually have to, like, I don't know. When you have all the time in the world, you'll do anything and then nothing will get done. That is the truth when you have all the time in the world. But when you actually put a constraint, you actually put yourself to a limitation that you need to do something. You not just work or you can't just keep adding to something. You have to make decisions. Which now I'm already. Maybe? Maybe this is fine. Gonna find out. You're gonna find out. What I really want to focus on is my depth control. Really focus on it. Again, I feel like I have a bad habit of not thinking about depth as much as I should. Good. Simple. Keep it simple. There we go. I need to focus on here. Shapes. Shapey. Keep it shapey. Shapey, keep it simple. Okay, good. Why are there two Sim 4s? I don't know nothing about the Sims, so I can't tell you. I couldn't tell you. I have no idea. Didn't know there was more than one. I never played The Sims. I never played the original Sims. This is where we're going to focus on individual drawings. This needs to be more like that. Yeah. I got it. I see what I'm doing now. I see what I gotta do. And right now I'm just working on the kind of more dynamic posing. Needs to be in front. Arms need to be in front. That hand needs to go there. This is a plane here. And this is something I've been trying to kind of like develop on my own and be better about is getting this is where I'm like I think I might if I switch between the two mediums, but I need to have more of a focus on studying some shapiness. It's definitely the thing that I've gotten the best at and still was kind of the most rough at for a long time was getting my shapiness down. But now that I've started doing that, I think my everything has gotten better. I think my everything has gotten better. Because largely I try to keep things shapy in such a way that they actually make much more sense now. I want to I want this to be running towards the screen essentially. And I want it to illustrate exactly how the kind of sense of movement that these kinds of machines would have, which is difficult. It's probably the hardest part of doing this. That there. This here. Whatever is gonna happen here, I think it's gonna freaking be wild, and that's really what I want it to be. Is I really want it to give you a sense of scope of like this thing running in quickly. I don't know if this will make sense, but you gotta just do. You gotta try things. You gotta try things sometimes. How you develop something is you gotta just try it. Sometimes you just gotta do something and hope that it works. And I do think, as far as like action is going, this is probably one of my most ambitious actions I've done in a while. And that's why I have kind of like a I'm gonna like I have like a unit 0-ish simple design when it comes to this mecha design, that I know general shapes for it, generally speaking. Because it needs to be able to. It needs to be able to have a lot more simplicity when it comes to these, so that way I'm not overworking it and I'm keeping it as simple as I can get it for the starting bit. And again, my concern is that it probably doesn't. It's not going to link up perfectly, but this is a stress test. This is a stress test. You want to know how it's a stress test? It stresses me out. No, it's a good way to test my capacity with this design. And I have to do what works. I have to do what will make the most sense to me. I have to remember, each frame is one frame anyways, so can't dwell on it too much. Uh-huh. Man, that's not even that long ago. Right? Right? Am I right? Like, I can't even believe we've made it 2,000 years. Remember, is the body is still in front. Hmm. This is where I'm running into some difficulties, I feel like. bigger. Go here. Oh, this leg needs to go more that way. There we go. Kind of fixed it in time, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to make it make sense. We'll see. This will be fairly fast. It is only 6 frames, so... Shall see if it will make sense. I'm not expecting this to make the most sense. This is about making it work. And I'm hoping it works is what I'm concerned about. I just hope it works. It should. It should. You at church praying for money when some guy passes you with a bowl full of dollar bills? Yeah! Dude, your prayers are answered. And then they also bring you food. It's just so nice. God. Really want to make it clear that it's like... It's like they're leaning almost completely forward. This might not work. Who knows? I don't know what's going to happen. I might have made it move too fast, actually. But hey. Why it's all about experimentation, man. You gotta try things. Certainly, I'm trying to be much more just go for it and not think too much about much else. I zoomed it in too much. That's fine. I don't think I leaned him down enough, but it's fine. Like I said, I think I made this way too much of a mess. I don't think it's going to translate the way that I want it to, but that's fine. If there's a whole number between 9 and 10, what would you call it? One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9, do, 10. Do! That's the number between 9 and 10 is do. I did it. I made it. I don't know if this will make sense, but it's worth a shot. At the very least, I wanted to make it clear that it, they fully extend back like that. Uh, yeah, this is going to be a mess. I don't think any of it's going to make sense, and that's fine. It certainly is very ambitious, but I don't think it's going to work. That's fine. Sometimes you got to make something that doesn't work to get a better understanding of some stuff. Like, I've got a much better shape now, I feel like, of these guys. And it gives me an opportunity to really push what their motion actually looks like. Because that's a big part of it, is like they've got a very specific way that I want them to move with the way that their legs are shaped. And hand goes straight like that. I want to make it clear that when these guys sprint, they get like streamlined. I don't think this is gonna work. I don't even know what's gonna happen, but I think it will at least look interesting. I do think it'll at least look interesting, which is, hey, that's a win for me. If I can make it look interesting, I did something right. If I made this look interesting to move, then I did something right. That's pretty much a win for me. And I like that profile look. And it's supposed to be fast. This is supposed to be fast, so... Maybe if it's just like really fast, you won't even be able to tell what's wrong with it. I mean, this is maybe my best interpretation of how to do all of the like parts and bits and stuff. Aaron Suits might be back on the menu. I might look at that next again. Because again, with all the shapiness I've been doing and how much I've been focused on that, I think I would be hard pressed to do a full drawing of one now. Alright, moment of truth. I think this will be a mess, but it's fine. Part of the fun. I do think drawing-wise, this is probably the best interpretation I've done of my suits. I think it's going to go too fast. I think there's going to be too much change, but it's pretty dramatic. We'll see. Essentially, you're going to get 6 frames. Okay. No, that worked really well. Holy shit. Yeah, that came out good. And then I think probably 3s. Because if I was to, okay, if I was to come back to this, I would actually probably do 4s and then break it down into 2s, is what I would do. Is I would do this at 4s. Everything I have here I do at 4s. I think this is the amount of time I want it to be because I want to make it clear that this is a massive object. And it moves quickly, but it has weight to it. So it would still need to have that heft of time, right? So I think 4s would be what I would do, and then I would break it down into 2s. But I think as far as like this is concerned, this came out really good. Yeah, this came out really, really good. I actually like how it accelerates too, because it like starts off a little bit slow and then it speeds up. I like that a lot. I like the turn on it. It worked way better than I expected. Holy shit. That is something that I would want to take a lot of time on focusing, because movement for this kind of like design is something I would care about. Because one of the things with it is, even though if I'm like imagining a shooter-ish kind of experience, I want it to like have essentially two kind of like feels. I want it to be like you have more methodical movement when you are not in sprint mode, and then you want it to feel like more like you're driving when you're in sprint mode. Like obviously you're not gonna. It might have. I don't know. I don't know if I do that much ragdoll or that much physics with like environment interaction, because you know when you're driving, like if you hit a bump, you'll get jostled. That might be an element of it, but I would want it to be like, I think one of the issues I run into with driving mechanics in a lot of games is a simple bump will fuck you up. And obviously this is a robot, but I do want it to feel like you have like a sense of acceleration and control for that acceleration, but it shouldn't be so fast that you're immovable. You just can move really quickly from point A to B if you need to. Um, and then aiming wise, you have more like grounded control feel where like there's less acceleration overall, but you're obviously not as fast, so but not so slow that it's like unusable. I wouldn't want that either. And it would depend on the frame too. I think like maybe more acceleration for getting up to speed, but you could still get up to speed for heavier frames, and then heavier frames have maybe overall like a little bit slower movement speed. Um but are much more sturdy for it. Like they just, I don't know. You feel like you're plotting more. There's a lot less floatiness. You're more stable. I'd say there's more stability. Yeah, I like how that came out a lot. Let me make sure I downloaded it, but I like how that came out a lot. That came out really, really good. Did I not? Oh no, I haven't downloaded it yet. Yeah, no, I would have really felt sad if I would have not downloaded that, because I think that came out really, really good. That came out really, really good, honestly. I'm very happy with that. Yay! Yar! Yeah, that's quite good. I'm glad I decided to do that here. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab something downstairs. Start again here. Cat. My coat jack. It is. Do it. Jack. I should just bust out the fucking. Where are my scissors? Where are my scissors? Where are my scissors? Scissors are around here somewhere. The reason why I bring that up. Trying to get inside of something that I normally open with. Ah. Funny is the reason why I'm having a difficult time is I originally opened it. I was like, ah, shit, I forgot my scissors. I thought I forgot my scissors, so I was like using my teeth and everything because I couldn't find scissors. And then I like got home and reached in my pocket. My scissors were in my pocket. I was like, God damn it. That's just how it be sometimes. But yeah, I've been working on that, Aaron design for a while now. And I feel like that animation is a makes me feel really good about a proof of concept that I've always had with it. Because I always imagined that I always like the idea of sprinting with your full body forward, if that makes sense. Like you just really putting your momentum forward on it. And I think that kind of sprint would be really, really fun. I think it would also look really cool, and it would make you a little bit harder to hit when you're running in a game about shooting things. So I don't know. Maybe someday. I bust Blender back out, start working on Aaron suits again. I've never done a Blender of Aaron suit. I actually think that would help 3D visualize up really, really well for me. Is to sculpt one straight out. I have a lot of like concept art for it, so yeah. Maybe I finally get back into Blender, guys. Finally. My problem, I can't stick to one fucking medium. On switching between Fresco, between Animate, between Photoshop, between Premiere, between Blender, between FL Studio. Have my hand in so many creative pies, I can't help it. Ahoy! Welcome. We'll be getting started soon. I'm just kind of vibing for a second. All right. We'll say hi or something. It is at least better to be able to like come in and type it in. I will say, uh, I only open up to the room to really people who are at least engaging a little bit. So just say hi or something. Identify yourself. Though usually, eh. Hello. Usually that applies to people who appear because I know there's a setting in Gartic phone where people can join people who are live, which is cool, but it means that people can join me without me knowing that they're in chat or if they're in chat. So that's all. I want to make sure that the people in chat are engaging with chat. Yeah. I want to make sure that you can, you're here to have a chill time. I'm here to have a chill time. We'll get started here in a minute. Think I'll do another solo, maybe? I'll do one more solo. Yeah, why not? What that means is we're going to start off with, I do animation here, and I usually switch between solo animation and group animation, and that just is what it sounds like. The solo animation, you're just going to draw an animation from scratch for yourself, any topic, as long as it's... I always recommend that if you don't know what to draw, something silly or kind of cute, no bummers, nothing to get the stream taken down. And sometimes I do group animations where we take turns drawing an animation together. So we're going to do one more solo animation since it's only the two of us, and then I can do a group animation, no problem, and I just want to do one more solo animation, why not? Kind of in a solo animation mood. Usually am when it's kind of a slower day anyway, so. It's a slow day, slow start. Think what we do now is a draw. Draw. Hi, Silos. Snick. Draw the snick. Draw the snick. Hello, Silos. How are you? Yeah. Jealous. I don't have any coffee. I ran out of coffee. Unfortunately, I ran out of coffee. I looked at it and I was like, ah, shit. I had a feeling I was gonna run out before tomorrow, which is usually when I go to the grocery store. So I'm like, I'll just live off tea. It'll be fine. And I'm running out of tea. I need tea and coffee, actually. I've been drinking a lot more tea recently, which is a good thing. I think that's a good thing. There he is. It's the boy. T. Do I feel like this? I don't know if I want to draw that. I don't think I do. I don't think I do. Does it make sense? Not really. That's the fun when you get to a certain point with art. You draw things because it's fun, not because it makes sense. Believe it or not, you can draw things just because it's fun and funny, and it doesn't have to make sense. It should at least look decent, but it doesn't have to make sense. Trying something here with this. I'm trying something here with this. I give him spots. I don't usually do this, but I'm feeling... I've been in a very textury mood anyways recently, and I don't know why, but I have. Uh-huh. Yeah. I've done that. I've been in a class, and I just was fucking feeling... I don't know what it was, I was just feeling it. We were at the Natural History Museum to draw things, and I was like, draw a turtle, and I drew a turtle, and my teacher came over. My professor came over, and he was just like, "Oh," and I was like, "Yeah, I'm just not feeling it." He was like, "Oh, okay." You just get into that mood sometimes, where you just got to do something stupid. You just got to do something silly and dumb sometimes. I like his spots. I like his spots. They're good spots. Yeah. Draw what you can draw. Don't draw anything harder than what you can actually accomplish, and find ways to do simple drawings that you still like to do. That's where I'm at, is like, if I can't put 110% in, I'm at least going to put in 80% and know what that 80% is, and know that that 80% is still really good. That's Make your 80% good or better than some people's 110%. And it's possible. It is possible. You got to find ways that your brain can operate at 80% that is still 100 or 90% of what somebody else can do. That's fine. Like that's just practice and patience and learning how to operate and learning how to make your brain work even when your brain don't wanna. That's what I've found. That's how I've survived so far. That's how I've lived so far. Okay. That is fine, just don't do anything explicit. But I think that's fine if I read it correctly. If I'm reading it correctly. Nothing explicit, please. That's for the OnlyFans, okay? We can't be giving that away for free. I can't afford to give that away for free. Come on now. If there's one criticism I have of Gartic Phone's like moderation system, I wish you could like zoom in to see people's drawings to make sure, because sometimes it's like really hard to see what's going on in a picture. It can be anyways. Boop. Simple is best. Yeah, we'll do that. Simple is best. I don't know what it has been with me with texturing recently. I've just really enjoyed doing it. I've really enjoyed doing texturing. Like giving things little textures and patterns. He's nice. He's nice. Ah, beans. Make that thick enough. Hydrate bot, Hydrate bot has been on it today. I think they realize that they've missed a couple days and they're just like, it feels like they're overcompensating. Hydrate bot, relax, buddy. I'm still here. He's just like, I know, I've just, even people been talking and I haven't been doing anything. And I'm like, chill, buddy, it's okay. I appreciate the water either way. I appreciate it either way. Look at him. Look at this goofball. I just want to make a weird little snake. Oh, I know what to do. I know what I'm gonna do next. I know exactly what I'm gonna do next. We're on frame 2. Yeah, I know what to do. I know exactly what I'm gonna do. You're really stupid. I'm gonna be very stupid and very silly. And I might take a nap, we'll see. Or I run to the store and get coffee. Eh. We shall see. I'm just an EP sleepy to beepy dp. I even feel like I went to bed early, but I did not. I did not sleep great. I didn't sleep great. This? It'll be fine, guys. I have an idea. He looks good, though. He does look good, though. That there, that there. I love his spikes. Spikes, his spots. Oops! Those aren't spikes, they're spots. What? What? Oh, sure. Wondering why that didn't work for a second. He looks good. He looks good. I know exactly what he's going to do, and it's going to be stupid. He's going to commit evolution, and I'll show you how. He's going to commit evolution, and I'll show you how. I will prove it to you, easily. Jesus. I am too damned tired, that's for dang sure. Love tea, but it was not caffeine enough. Maybe I do go for a coffee run, I don't know. Ain't that just the way? That's the sign of addiction. That's the voice of addiction right there. Literally drank 3 cups of tea, being like, this isn't enough. This isn't enough. This isn't enough. I need my delicious dirt water. I need my delicious beanie dirt water so badly. Ugh. Maybe I do take a nap, we'll see. My bones are all stiff. I think my cat also contributed because he does like to cuddle when I sleep, which is fine and great. I love it. Except he like got me in the Halo Master Chief death pose last night and wedged himself in my legs, so I was just kind of sprawled out for probably a majority of the night. And it always is awful when he does that. Listen, I like sleeping in the Halo 1 Master Chief death pose. I do. It's like comfortable, but body wasn't meant to sit that way that long. And the awful thing that sometimes cats do is they'll pin your body in a pose and you're just like, "Oh my god." You're just like, "Oh my god. Where did I put my head?" Let's see. Actually, we need to go like that. Go out like that. Ah, fuck. That's why I should have stopped there so I could have undone that part. This needs thicker. Oh, the snake. I don't know why I like doing stuff like this. Can I say? I just like making motion through an object? I don't know. Something I have enjoyed doing. Don't know why. There we go. That is definitely what the snake should look like. That is definitely what the snake should look like. Oops. What? What? Oh, I see what's happening. I see what's happened. Oh, shoot. I forgot to draw his belly lines. Now, no one's gonna know that this is a snake. Now, no one's gonna know it's a snake. I always like doing these, like, big bugged out eyes, too. It's one of my favorites. It's fun. It's just silly. It's just silly. Hmm. I might be able to do something somewhat goofy at the very tail end. I think I know what I'm going to do now. I've got two more frames to work with. And if I have two more frames to work with, that means I actually have one fewer frame than I expected to need. So I have to get creative. I have to get creative. I have to get one more frame. I have to do this in one fewer frame than I expected I was going to have, so. I can't count, and I wasn't planning on what I was going to do until I started doing it. Sometimes straight ahead animation just goes that way. Sometimes that's what goes into straight ahead animation. Sometimes it's just head empty, make move. Head empty, draw tween. Sometimes it's just head empty, draw tween. Ooh. It's fine. That there. This there. It's fine. This will make sense. I'll make it make sense. It'll definitely make sense. I promise. See, this is what I learned about in school. This is exactly how this kind of thing happens in nature, right? Kind of. It can. Spontaneous traits can happen due to environmental stressors. I don't know how this will look, by the way. Like 90% of the animation I do, I don't actually know what it's gonna look like until I've done the dang thing. I don't even know if it'll work until it's gone. I don't plan this shit. I just do what feels okay. I just do what might kind of work. There we go. Look at the spotty snake. Look at the snake and his little spots. Look at the snake and his little spots. Ugh. Yeah, I might need to take a nap after this. We'll see. My body's just like fighting. My body is fighting right now. Or I go get coffee. Maybe I do go get coffee. I hate it. I hate it that I'm probably gonna have to go drive down the street to just go get like a $4 cup of coffee, but I might fucking need it, man. Jesus. I mean, at that point, I might as well just drive all the way to the store. Maybe get my grocery shopping done today. Let's see. If I go get my grocery shopping done today, then I get my coffee, and it's fine. I don't know. But it feels too late. It feels like too late in the day. I usually don't. I drink my coffee by like 2 or 3, and then I don't have any more for the rest of the day. Maybe I just nap it off. I think I'm just gonna nap it off, guys. I'll be honest. Ooh. Nap it or vibe it off. I might do some other stuff, but I think I'm going to be mostly just kind of blah. I'm going to be mostly blah. For some reason, I've really enjoyed, like, I really like drawing hands like this on things. Like, I've drawn this hand on a fish before. I don't know why. I really enjoy doing hands this way. It's very silly. There it is. He has a hand now. Look at his hand. Look at his dumb hand. There it is. Look at the goober. I love this goober. Nice. Nine. Nope. Nine. 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 There we go. All snakes have this. All snakes can do this in moments of stress when they feel threatened or need to have an anxious urge to grab something. They can develop a hand if they need to. It's an emotional response. It's an emotional response for snakes to be able to do this. I don't know, I like drawing hands. Especially like drawing hands when they're like this. I like really goofy, like dumpy, chubby hands. I like cartoonish hands. Why are my bones screaming at me? Stop it. I'm not even sick. Well, I don't think I'm sick. I think my bones just hurt because it's cold. Yeah, I was doing some stuff. Yeah, I was moving a bunch yesterday too, I guess. I was moving a bunch of stuff and then I did some Beat Saber yesterday, so yeah. I've been busy, been active, so my bones are like, you moved too much and yesterday, and I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I moved too much. I didn't even move that much. I was in motion for a decent amount of time, but I didn't move that much. I'll probably do. We'll wrap this up. We'll do maybe one more. I think I'll do one more, and then we'll probably call it. Because I was like, I want to hit 4 hours. Well, I want to get close to 4 hours. Essentially, my cutoff time is 2:30, just for me. Like, it's a hard cutoff because I need to make it a hard cutoff for me, not because I need to do something at 2:30. I just need it to be a hard cutoff, so that way I'm fine. So that way I'm fine. Alrighty. Boy, he did change a little bit. Boy, he did change a little bit. There's gonna be one frame where he doesn't have lines. There it is. Plop. I like the pop at the very end. Yeah. Yeah, I like the way that it pops out. Alright, Turk. Good. Okay. Alright. Got Angel Man. Stole his powers. She stole his powers. Can't believe she would do that. She stole his powers. Can't believe she'd do something like that. Unbelievable. See, this is why I'm like, just kind of like, I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna, it's kind of like, keep it low tempo anyways, because my body needs it to be low tempo anyways. I think you do at least one, if not two. I think we do two, maybe. I don't know if we could do 2 rounds, actually. I think I should call it after this round, just because, just in general, I'm just like, Just in general, I'm very like, Like, I think I'm drawing fine. I'm just like, cooked. I'm cooked, man. I don't even know why I'm so cooked. I can't even explain why I'm so cooked. It don't make sense to me why I'm so cooked. But I do think overall having these shorter streams, stopping at like, I think for me, my sweet spot is about 3 hours. My sweet spot is about 3 hours, even if I do multiple in a single day. 3 hours is really where I should draw the line, no matter what. 3 to 4 hours. 2 hours, 2 hours at a minimum, but 3 to 4 at a maximum. Like, I shouldn't go over 4 hours. It's just not conducive to my time, and it's not conducive to myself, and it's not conducive to actually staying consistent at being productive at what I do. Which is fair. I think that's fair for me. Ugh. Besides, waking up in the state that I did definitely made it very, 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 very difficult. Very difficult to operate, so. Right now I'm working on borrowed mental energy, so yeah. I shouldn't do it. I shouldn't go get a coffee, but it probably is what my body is wanting. I either need, like I said, I either need to just vibe it out, which I think I'm going to try to do, is just vibe it out, because I don't want to go get coffee. I don't want to. I don't think it would be good for me to go get coffee. Or rather, what I'd rather be doing would be much better for me than going and getting coffee. Not because I can't or don't want to get coffee. I just think I just need to tough it out. I think I just need to tough it out because I'll have coffee tomorrow. Or I'll have coffee Monday, actually. Unless I like do my shopping first thing in the morning. I might do that. The necessity of coffee might be important enough that I might go get coffee first thing. To go do my grocery shopping first thing and then come back and do the rest of my chores. Not having coffee is rough. But I didn't have time to get some, and I didn't want to go to. I do not want to just go out to just get coffee. A bad investment. bad. He's bad. Well, see you, Turk. Thanks for joining. I hope you had a good time. And I appreciate everybody for coming and hanging out. I hope you're having a good time. Who knows? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I mean, I'm totally down to just have people vibe and watch me animate. That makes me happy. It does. So much of this is more about trying to practice animation anyways. And, like, develop what I need to be able to do that, so... Alright. This will be the last one. Probably. No, this will be the last one. And I will take my full time for each one. I'm going to put as much into a frame as I possibly can without losing my dang mind. I will do my base. Place my base. Place my base. I know what to do. Fine. What's this? What's this in the distance? It's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing, I promise. Don't look back there. There we go. There, there. Boo-da-boo. There, there. There, there. There, there. There, there. There. Oh, my guy's getting weirdly wibbly. I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know what's going on with it. I'll be fine. No, I'll be fine. I think I'm just a little What blows my mind is I don't know how I'm sleep deprived. I went to bed early. I feel like I went to bed early. Thought I went to bed early. Went to bed as early as I could, I felt like. I did not stay up late. I didn't think I stayed up late anyways. Having a classic one of those, I feel like a trash dumpster day, I think. I feel like a garbage can. Don't even know why I feel like a garbage can. Don't like it. To make our horizon line here. I don't even know what this horizon line is for. Mainly for scale, I guess? Draw two. I'm gonna draw two to. Okay. That's everything. Fine. No, 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 no. Fine. I learned something with that. Learned something with that. That's about as close as I'm gonna get. There we go. I do like how I do eyes now a lot. I'm much more consistent on them, I feel like. Shite. Yeah, we'll do that. I want to follow it that much. There we go. There we go. Much better. I just want to look at you to. I just want to look at you to. Tootle just move. Tootle just move slow. Uh-oh. 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 No, no, no. What just happened? Okay, good. You just opened up a new... Okay. Woo! I don't know what I hit. I hit it on accident. It was one of the side buttons. I didn't mean to do that. I got worried for a second. Like I said, I was going to add as much as I could to this, and I was going to use the whole time. Don't ask why he's coming in this direction, in this way. I'm really wanting to experiment with perspective here, is what I'm doing, is I'm really wanting to experiment with perspective. This looks great. This is exactly what I want it to look like, too. I think I've done about the best job I can with that. This needs to stay in place. There. 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 Wanted to watch Turtle. I just wish to watch Turtle. I just wanted to watch Tootle. And instead, Hydrate Man is here. And instead, Hydrate Man has arrived. As he does. This feels pretty accurate to Hydrate Man, honestly. This feels like something that is exactly what he would do. This feels like exactly what he would do. Oh boy, here he comes. Tootle. It's Tootle. This will be frame 4. I know exactly what frame 4 will be. Here he comes. That's him. It's he. Perfect. He's always full and ready to... He's always full and ready to remind you to hydrate. This is an important thing, is that he's always ready to rehydrate. I didn't draw a horse today. I should have drawn a horse today. I don't know why I didn't. I should have. I didn't, but I should have. He's here. Yeah, that seems about right. Yeah, that seems about right. I have a feeling I'm not going to have enough frames, but that's fine. I'm just going to work with what I got. Just going to work with what we got. We just going to work with what we got. He looks good. No, he looks good. Dootle's just trying to get out of the way. Doodle saw it coming. Doodle went, oh no, I gotta go. This poor idiot doesn't even know what's coming. There. Show that he's turning his head. Shows that he's turning his head. After nope, nope, nope. Mainly, this is just practice at me being able to make a line over and over again. This is just practice for me to be able to make a horizon line over and over again. If I ever need to. If I ever need to. Go ahead and do that. Oh boy. I know exactly what the next frame is going to be, actually. Hold on. I need to start with his head. I need to start with his head. I need to start with that. God, hydrate, man. Why are you so buff? Do that. We'll do... I need this to go like that. Then I need... as much of this. Hold on. We're going to do this one step at a time. Slowly. Slowly. Slowly, carefully. Oh, Hydrate Man, why must you do this to me? I'm gonna make it clear that we've made contact. Gotta make that line. Gotta make this line quick. It's fine. I think that accomplishes what I want. We'll see. Ah, fuck. Forgot to erase that line. Let's smear it a little. Yeah. Something like this. There we go. I think this will work how I want it to. Hydra-Man! No! He's wanting to look. Hydrate-Man, I'm not ready. Hydrate-Man, I'm not done yet. We're going to do. Focus on that. I love the idea that he didn't expect me to be there for some reason. I wanted to, like, throw him off course. He was just moving. that. Little. Oh boy. Fine. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. It's fine. That one was a tough one. That last frame, I think I just was a little over ambitious. We'll see how this works. This is two different speeds. This is turtle speed and hydrate man speed, so here he comes. Okay, yeah. Yeah! It's incredible. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, that works. Much better than I expected it to. Yeah, it's gotta be twos. Fuck. That's funny. God, that's good. I definitely think we do the hold, but there's a lot of good different bits in here is what I think makes it work. You have three different speeds. You've got Hydrate Man coming in fast. You have the turtle going slow, and then you have me and my response to both. That's what makes it work for me. Is the three different speeds actually. So yeah. Did I save it? Did I save it? I don't think I did. No. Didn't. No, I didn't. Alright. Alright, I said that was my last one. I probably should. I could go to 2:30, but I shouldn't. I'm like, oh, I'm hitting a fucking block, man. I'm going to go take a rest, and then we should be back. Hopefully that'll help. Like I said, I think the cold had me fucking tilted this morning, man, and I could not, and I didn't have any coffee. I'll consider it, but I think I just need to nap it off. I think I need to nap it off. I'm gonna go take a nap. I'm gonna go take a nap. I need it. Vivi. Vivi. Nah, I think I just need a nap. I think I just need a nap. Or to just to like veg out for a little bit. My energy is not high, and I will admit that. So thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. So before we go, at the end of every stream, I open up Bing Create, and you guys are gonna help me out with something. We're gonna make an image together. All you guys have to do is type in chat. Whatever chat says, I'll utilize as a reference for the image, and then I'll share it before we rate out. So if you wanna add to this, start typing. Wondering, MCCanary wondering why their bones hurt. Guessing it is a combination of a lack of coffee and the, oh, I better not, the freezing temperature of the Midwest and hopefully not COVID punching his insides. Yeah. Why his bones hurt. Ah, go to hell. Get him. Get him, Silos. Kill him. I'm not gonna use that. I'm not gonna use that. Ah. Good job. Good boy. Here's a Trisket. Alright. So, stick around to the very end. I also do a bit of a closing bit, and we do raid after every stream, so that way the vampires, daywalkers in our chat can keep watching. Yeah. Yeah. Me either. Just everybody else out there, make sure to lock your doors and windows, because it's always... Or go unlock your doors and windows, because it's no longer lunchtime for daywalkers. I'll get there. And thank you for joining, everybody. Hope you had a good time and you enjoyed the show. If you're able to join the live show, thank you for stopping by and chatting and watching. If you're watching this in the future, thank you for taking the time to go back and rewatching the VOD. We appreciate it. If you're out there and you enjoyed this and you want to see more of what we're up to, I recommend scrolling down below and following or clicking any of the links. There's a link to an Instagram, a Facebook, a Twitter, and a Discord. We post when we go live on any one of those platforms, as well as anything else that we're up to, and just generally you can come hang out with the rest of the community there. It's a good time in the Discord. Also, yes, I am tired. Speaking of which, a shout out to our community there and everyone who follows. You guys are a wonderful audience and we appreciate you. If we do anything particularly entertaining or noteworthy, feel free to clip it and share it on the internet. Just make sure to also hashtag it with MCCanary or link it back to the stream so people can find more of the good stuff we do here. And as always, if you want to see the stream grow, you gotta let people know. I appreciate you guys for talking about the stream. I encourage you guys to do it more, and just generally, it's a cool thing that you can do. So if you want to help the stream out, just be a cool guy, tell people about the stream. I won't. And as always, a huge thank you to our supporters on Patreon and Twitch. And Moat Shrimp, your generosity allows us to continue to expand the stream as well as take on more projects, and the stream would not be made possible without viewers like you. So we thank you. If you want to see your name added to this list, as well as a couple of the benefits you could get, you could always subscribe directly on Twitch or check out the Patreon page. It'll show you everything that you can get. I'm gonna kill. It can show you everything that you can get, and any amount is always appreciated. Once again, thank you. Thank you to my Zooms, good job holding back the robot army and becoming famous. Thank you, everybody. Had a good time. A good time. I like getting back into animation. I'll get back into it. I think I just need to get the consistency back. That's all. So check out the rest of our friends in Goblin Entertainment. That's all my friends' channels and everything that they've done and they've been up to. You can find it all in there. And you can find the rest of my stuff here. I have my own link tree that has everything that I post to, such as a VOD channel for the Twitch, as well as YouTube for my own videos, an ArtStation for my art, SoundCloud for music, and much more. Go check everybody out. Goblin Entertainment. Alright, we'll go say hi to Joe. Joe's live right now. Good guy, he's playing Hunt. I don't know. See if he wants to see any of my animations. Let's see. But, stick around for that. Otherwise, have a good afternoon. Take it easy. I will be back, hopefully with a nap. Hopefully a little less dead. Hopefully. Yeah, just hopefully. Have yourselves Good afternoon. Don't be this guy. Don't be whatever this is. Don't be this is me. Yeah, that seems about right. Yeah. I want this. I want this mug. I would drink out of this mug. South's hurt. Stower. It wants to really make that a stop sign, but it doesn't really know what to do with it. Hurt. Hurt. I would have a cup with this on it. And it doesn't have any of these except for MCCanary hurt, and it just says hurt right there too. I'd own this cup. Maybe I will get that coffee. I will.